Coming up on Cedar Valley today, Eckers Floral and its owner share their unique history with Waverly. The Wartburg tortoises are expecting, and local artists are preparing to share their pieces this weekend. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Sam Sides. One local flower shop has had a hand in keeping Waverly green for 3 generations. Cedar Valley Today's Mark Nalewski has the story.
Cindy Campbell, owner of Eckers Flowers and Greenhouses in Waverly, has been a prominent member of the Cedar Valley for over 30 years. Campbell's family-owned shop has been around Waverly since 1945, and Campbell says she has been working with flowers since she was born.
My mom says that I was born in a flower box, which we know I wasn't, but that's where I took my naps.
Campbell, whose grandparents opened the shop, took over ownership and management of Eckers in 1978 with her husband. She says her staff sets Eckers apart from other floral shops. Campbell says her workers are always learning about and taking care of the products they have in the shop. Eckers not only has flowers, but a variety of floral-based items for customers to buy. She says they know what to do and how to make sure customers are happy with their purchases.
Cindy is an amazing role model. I mean, boss, yes, friend, definitely. I think the employees here have so much respect for her and want to do really well in their jobs.
We've had great support from people in the community, from the farming communities around, and like I said, the other surrounding communities celebrating and going through the events of life and asking us to be a part of that with them.
Eckers Greenhouse is open year-round for people to stop in and check out the wide variety of plants they have. If you can't make it here in person, check out their website or their Facebook page.
This Saturday, Waverly will be holding its 11th annual Art Walk. The event will feature 30 Midwestern artists, including many local artists, as well as its juried Fine Arts and Crafts show. The art that will be featured ranges from painting, ceramics, metal sculpture, photography, jewelry, and others.
We had a basket weaver a few years ago come in and do some different weaving techniques. We had a watercolor painter sitting there doing the art, and so it's a really fun day to just kind of get out, explore the arts, and see all the different things that artists have not only on display but also for sale.
Along with the artists, there will be live music and kids activities by the Waverly Creativity Co-op. The walk will be held in Coleman Park near downtown Waverly along the Cedar River from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In case of bad weather, the event will be held at the high school in town. Iowa's Lieutenant Governor is recognizing some Cedar Valley business owners today. Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds is making a series of stops around Iowa to recognize the importance of Iowa small businesses. The visits are part of National Small Business Week. This morning, the Lieutenant Governor will be at the Dinner Bell in Denver, Iowa from 10:30 to 11:30, and she will later stop at the Sweet Freedom Bakery in New Hampton from noon to 1. Check out our Facebook page for more info on those businesses. Next, it's spring, and baby animals are appearing, and the Wartburg tortoises are expecting. Stay with us.
A car. A car gives you freedom. A new beginning. Room to grow. And in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Science Center courtyard tortoises have quickly become a staple for students and visitors. And just as you thought it was slow going, the tortoise family is now expanding. Cedar Valley Today's Christina Alexander has the story.
The Wartburg family will be soon growing by a few members. The tortoises in the Science Center courtyard have so far laid 2 eggs. The tortoise eggs are being kept in the basement of the Science Center in a specially made incubator along with the snake eggs. Professor Bechtel, who owns most of the animals in the Science Center, says that his love for tortoises started during his time at Wartburg as a student.
I got a case of the biophilia, which is the love of life, and so I like to have living things around. I like to mess with them. I like to raise them. I like to take care of them.
In addition to 2 pregnant tortoises, Bechtel also has a pregnant 8-foot boa snake at home, which he has had for the last 12 years.
I do get very attached to my animals. I get attached to just like the beauty and the nature and the animal instinct that they have.
Okay, now he's got an eye out.
But Bechtel does not care for all the animals on his own. Johnny Lacey is a second-year accounting major who helps out with all the animals.
Usually just sit in the courtyard and they eat the grass, and then when they need calcium supplements, then I feed them.
They don't take much. You just feed them once a week and keep them watered, basically.
Bechtel says the students will definitely see them lay eggs in the sandboxes in the yard as soon as they are back. And with the life expectancy of 150 years, the students will be enjoying their company for generations to come.
We may be months away from the Rio Summer Olympics, but Wartburg's Food Olympics are this week. Stay tuned to learn how you can win gold. But first, we're going to take a look at some social media stories. Stay with us.
When was the last time you got hyped up about your checking account? It's easy at State Bank. With Hype Checking, you can earn up to 2.04% APY on balances up to $25,000. Plus, get a free debit card with unlimited transactions, reimbursement up to $15 in ATM fees per cycle, free online banking, mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Get hyped up at State Bank with checking that earns you more. Open yours today. State Bank. Community-minded, customer-focused. Member FDIC.
Here is what's trending in the Cedar Valley. A Waterloo West High legend celebrated his 91st birthday yesterday. Former Wayhawk wrestling coach Bob Siddons was greeted by the current West High wrestling team and its coaching staff yesterday. They presented him with a jacket, a t-shirt, and a copy of West High's complete wrestling history. Siddons is the winningest coach in the school's history, leading the team to 8 straight championships in his time. The first phase of the USHL draft took place last night, and the Waterloo Blackhawks came away with 10 new prospects. The draft's first phase is for players who will continue to develop at other levels before competing for roster spots, and second phase selections will likely compete for roster spots for next season. Phase 2 of the draft started about 8 minutes ago. In honor of May being Historic Preservation Month, Cedar Falls Downtown is hosting a photo hunt for the entire month. The photo hunt is a walking tour of downtown Cedar Falls, and you can pick up a form at any of the locations listed on this picture. All you have to do is match the photos with their locations and turn the form in. All correctly completed forms will be entered to win $150. The deadline for entry is June 3rd. Now let's take a look at today's weather.
Are you a high school senior passionate about becoming a writer, producer, editor, or even a cinematographer?
Wartburg College's Department of Journalism and Communication wants students like you to join our award-winning creative community.
We've created a digital cinema and production program centered on real-world experiences, with a goal of helping you master digital skills in video, audio, and live production.
You'll have the opportunity to work in our digital production control room, live recording studios, and have access to our full line of digital cinema gear.
This program is designed for digital creatives who want to explore areas such as screenwriting, producing and directing, digital cinematography and lighting design, music production and digital audio recording, live video production and streaming.
We're committed to training the next generation of digital storytellers, For more information about Wartburg's Department of Journalism and Communication, find us online and on Facebook.
A May term tradition is coming up soon, and joining me this morning is Kayla Loneman to talk about the May term Food Olympics. Good morning. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. It's great to be here.
So, what are the Food Olympics exactly?
So the Food Olympics are a little bit different than the regular Olympics. There's no like jumping through hoops or running long distances, but they're Olympics that have to do with food. It's pretty much different food contests.
Awesome. What are the prizes?
So we're currently trying to get different grand prizes, but we have some great prizes from Pizza Ranch, Sub City. I have a $50 gift certificate to a Mexican restaurant in town, so there'll be some pretty good prizes.
So, how are the Food Olympics different from other events run by the Student Center Committee?
Okay, so this one has a lot more action. We specifically do 5 different contests for Food Olympics, and based on the judges' scores, each person will get a different prize.
Awesome. So what exactly is the Student Center Committee and who is on it?
So I'm the president of Student Center Council, and we provide different free food events for the entire campus. We have Monster Bash in the fall, Valentine's dinner, PB&J night, and events like that. I don't know if you've heard of them.
So how would one go about being on this committee?
Oh, you can just talk to me. Our advisor is Shelly Guwicki. You can look our organization up on the student organization website on My Wartburg, or you can come to one of our meetings. We have a meeting every Tuesday at 11:30 in the hub.
So the Food Olympics happen every year. How is this year different in terms of planning?
Okay, this year's really awesome because we're doing it Cinco de Mayo themed. So our events are really tailored to that. We have food art when we're decorating rice and beans. We're doing our tortilla toss instead of a normal bagel toss. I'm really excited about the salsa eating contest because it's super, super spicy salsa. So whoever eats most of that wins that contest.
So the contest isn't necessarily about stuffing your face with food, but you actually toss things around too?
Yeah, and we also have a dish landslide. It's just with water and soap. It's not with salsa, but whoever has the best slide gets to win that event too.
Cool. How do you come up with this stuff?
We had different events last year, and then we found out that Cinco de Mayo fell on Food Olympics, so we kind of just came up with different events. We brainstormed, and this is what we came up with.
So how can we participate?
So we will have sign up in the Mensa. I believe it was starting yesterday, but it will be today and tomorrow as well, and you guys can sign up individually or as teams.
Awesome. Sounds like a great time. Thanks so much for joining. The Wartburg Food Olympics are on Thursday, so be sure to sign up ASAP if you're interested. Coming up after the break, a 90s classic may be jamming onto the big screen in a possible sequel.
As Wartburg alumni, we're proud to support Knights Athletics. And as First National Bank employees, we're here to serve you first.
The wait is over. The sequel to Space Jam is finally in the works, and basketball superstar LeBron James is set to lead. A Hollywood Reporter says Justin Lin is co-writing and in talks to direct Space Jam 2. Lin is the director responsible for 4 of the Fast and Furious films and the upcoming Star Trek Beyond movie. The original Space Jam, released in 1996, had Michael Jordan joining forces with Bugs Bunny and other Looney Tunes to take on space aliens in a basketball game. James is already a bit of an acting veteran himself, playing himself in last summer's Trainwreck. There is no word yet on the sequel's plot or the potential release date. Thanks so much for watching Cedar Valley Today this morning. If you're interested in more Cedar Valley content, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You can also download the app that we have out on the App Store and Google Play. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.